Hello and welcome to another episode. My name's Dave. Today's episode, we're going to go out and we're going to use a Sabiki Rig. A Sabiki Rig is a great way to catch bait. And as you know, if you've been watching my channel, we've been doing some lobster trap videos, and those lobster traps, they need bait. And bait's getting expensive at the store, guys, so we're going to go out on Doug's boat. We're going to go see if we can catch some. We've got these Sabiki Rigs. Sabiki Rigs are basically 6 or 5 hooks. They have a weight at the bottom. You drop them down. They've got a little flash on the hook, and that hook is to be able to catch mackerel, pollock, and other fish that you'll see today on the episode. So let's go out, let's catch some fish. As we cruised up the Maine coast, the early morning fog was really thick. So we had to deal with this for about the first half of the day, but the second half of the day it burnt off. Here's Neville Light in York, Maine. And here's Neville Light in York, Maine on a very clear day. It's one of the most popular lighthouses in Maine, and it's beautiful, and it gets visited by a lot of people because it's just so stunning. Alright, so we found a great place to anchor the boat, and here we have the Sabiki Rig. It has 5 hooks. Each hook has a bit of flash. If you see that weight at the bottom, that's what brings it down. You can also use a diamond jig if you want as a weight, but in this particular spot, it takes a little bit more weight to get to the bottom. And that's kind of where you want to be. Sometimes mackerel will be in the mid-water column, so you might want to try the mid-water column, but for the most part, I just drop it down to the bottom, I let it go, close the bail, reel it up just a little bit, and then just start jigging. This is it, guys. This is how easy it is. It's super simple. Kids love to fish like this. It is a super simple way to catch bait. So you jig, and then you feel a bite. Here we go. Got my first fish on. I'm reeling it up. What do we have? What do you think? It's gonna be a pollock. That's a pollock. It's about an average sized pollock. Very sustainable fish. I like to eat pollock myself. You can buy it at the grocery store, or you can go out and catch it on your own. But here it is. It's a pollock. Taking that little Sabiki. It hit the bottom Sabiki. And the cool thing is you can actually catch up to 5 fish on this. And if you stick around, you might get to see me do that in this video. There was really no shortage of pollock in this spot. We were catching them left and right. And the nice thing about this Sabiki Rig is you can use it from a boat, but you can also take it from shore or on a jetty and then cast it out and then kind of jig as you reel it back in. And you can catch the same stuff. You can catch pollock, you can catch mackerel, you can catch all sorts of bait fish with this technique, with this rig. Again, it's cheap. It's in most stores. You'll be able to find it in most fishing stores that deal with saltwater. And it's just a great way to catch your bait.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again.
Alright, here we have a new species. This is actually a Cunner. Cunner are also called sea perch, but you gotta watch out. They've got little spikes on their dorsal fin, and also they've got some gnarly looking teeth. I'll show you another shot of some Cunner teeth. Here's one, and then my dad catches one with the massive chompers. Here's another Cunner that my dad caught, much bigger. He actually caught it on a diamond jig. And look at the teeth on this thing, straight out of a horror movie. Oh man, it's wild. Gotta watch out for those. You gotta watch out for those dorsal fins. They're kind of spiky. And if you stuck around, it pays off. Look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mackerel. on this Sabiki rig. Every one of those hooks has been hit by a mackerel. Mackerel are super aggressive, and when the school comes through, they will hit everything. Anything that's got a bit of flash, a mackerel will be all about it. So they came over here, they hammered it, and we use mackerel as bait for lobster traps, but we also use it for live bait when we're fishing for stripers. So that's what we're going to do with these ones. We're going to actually save them, put them in a live well, and we're going to use them for striper fishing. So here we go, we got another shot of a mackerel. Look at this thing. They're really cool fish. They're super tight bodied, all muscle, and since they're so flashy, they make great striper bait. Here's another Cunner. Really pretty looking fish. Really cool, I like its dark eyes. We got ourselves another Pollock. This is a bigger Pollock. For the most part, Pollock are kind of small inshore, but then when you go offshore, 20, 25 miles out, Pollock are much bigger. So as you can see, the Sabiki rig is really good at catching fish. So I kind of want to know from you guys, do you guys use Sabiki rigs to catch your bait fish? And what do you specifically catch with it? Because I know people use it all over the world, so let me know in the comments. Pay attention here, I just dropped the rig down and it just hit the bottom, and the first jig I already had something on, so I must have dropped this Sabiki rig right on the nose of a fish. And as you can see, this fish is actually taking a little bit of line, and it's putting some strain on the rod. There's only so many things that it could be, so I was really wondering. I was not sure. I thought maybe I foul hooked something, or maybe a rogue striper came through and I just hooked a striper. Because I'm pretty close to shore, so it's weird to catch big ground fish like this, a cod. It's weird to catch them this close to shore, especially this size. I mean, that's almost a keeper cod when you can keep cod during their season. But I don't keep cod. For me, I just take a picture with them. They're awesome fish, they're so cool looking, and then I send them on their way. So I didn't forget about the mackerel that we put in the live well. So these mackerel are going to be used as live bait. You basically take a hook, you give the mackerel a nose piercing, and then you attach a balloon, and you let the mackerel swim around. Here it is, balloon mackerel, it swims around, and it's basically a giant bobber. When that balloon starts going crazy, that's how you know a striper's on it. Stripers love to eat mackerel, they like to eat pollock, but mackerel I think are one of their favorites. And basically all you do is just, give it a nose piercing, throw it out there. So we put these out there for a little bit and we let them kind of fish for a little bit, but we didn't actually catch any stripers this day. So here you can see I've got not one, but two pollock on this Sabiki. So these are some really meaty pollock, so I was pretty happy to see these guys. Really big. I mean, if you like eating pollock, this is a perfect size eating fish. So we took the boat out deeper, swapped out the Sabiki rig for bigger jigs, and this is what I caught.
Oh yeah, that's a beauty. That is a
Head up.
Oh, that's huge.
Alright. Okay. Sweet.
Oh, that's a
Actually, I wasn't even hooked that big. Yeah, that's a big one.
that's a huge one. Oh my God! Look at that!
Wow.
Look at that! Oh!
Sweet. It's actually only, I mean, it's tough because he's so like rounded, but let's call it we're gonna call it 29 inches. Nice, big, fat, really cool looking cod, and swam away. That always makes me happy. Swam away.
Wow.
So after that, we hung up the rods and we took a trip out to Boon Island. Boon Island has the tallest lighthouse in New England. It's 133 feet tall, privately owned, and has a grizzly past. It may or may not have cannibalism in it. Again, look it up, it's a pretty wild story. So we came out to check out the seals. There's a lot of resident seals that hang out here in the summer, and I've come out a couple times, and I came out last time, used my drone, and got these shots. Really cool, loads of seals. These are harbor seals, and this time we just got to watch them just kind of like sunbathe and relax and enjoy themselves. I mean, look at how cute these guys are. They're so cute. Some are in the water. They kind of sleep like that too when they have their noses straight up. I've seen them sleep like that. It's pretty wild. But yeah, just a load of harbor seals, relaxing, hoping to stay away from sharks. Okay, this might have been the coolest part of my day. It's 2 puffins. I've never seen a puffin here on the East Coast. This is my first time. Not 1, but 2 puffins. They are so awesome. I mean, they're tiny, but they're puffins. I was so surprised. My dad actually spotted them, and I was like, what do you mean puffins? And I had heard there were puffins somewhere in Maine, but I thought they'd be in northern Maine. But apparently we have puffins down here in southern Maine. So we've got confirmed these are 2. They hung out by Boon Island. After Boon Island, we headed back to the coast. This is just another one of those awesome summer days. And these are the types of things I love to have in my episodes. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're a veteran of the channel, what's up? What's going on? It's good to see you again. And this is what I live for, guys. Going out in the water, doing some fishing, showing you guys a little bit about how I do fishing, and just having a fun time, you know? That's what it's all about. I'll catch you guys in the next one.